Hello, good morning, and welcome back to Mirror Interpretation Todorova's page. I am doing this live through my computer and through my phone for Instagram. And today we're gonna talk about, here we are with the volume. Today we're gonna talk about your questions and language interpreting. I just don't like this light over there. I'm gonna go and turn it off. I'm apologizing. Nice. Okay, welcome to my Instagram, Adriana. Welcome to my YouTube channel, whoever is watching me on Mirror Interpretation Todorova's page. Hello, guys, good morning. As I promised last week, I'm going to have my coffee every Saturday morning with you. I'm not gonna work and I'm gonna do few about languages, interpreting, how to grow as an interpreter, and so and so and so. So I have all your comments printed here on this page. I have about 2 pages of comments for this entire period of time. I was thinking to do it once a month, but in order to do some of you guys requested how to find a job video, and I am unable to film it at the same time and share it with you. I wanted to share how I check the job market every morning. So stay tuned. I'm gonna film this video today and you probably will see it next week. I'm gonna do once a month linguistic job market reviews. How the prices, how they pay you, how much you should ask, how much it's a good price or what is a bad payment, and so on and so on. I do have a rubric called Find the Job or Get the Job on the YouTube channel. Whoever doesn't know me, my YouTube channel is Myth Interpretations. So you can find me on YouTube. There is a rubric talking about how to find a job as an interpreter. There is different reviews for companies that I provided services for and what is my experience with them. I haven't done the whole companies I work for reviews, but some of them you could see there. I work about 17 years as interpreter now, so it's a lot of companies. Actually, I stick with quite one company in Europe almost 10 years. So since I moved here, I work for a few different companies. You know, American market is a little bit more dynamic. Okay, so talking about how to find a job as an interpreter, I will just give you a few tips. You're gonna check the video where I'm gonna show you what exactly I do and how exactly I screen the company and what I'm looking for when I actually search for a job. But I will tell you, I do have LinkedIn, and believe it or not, there is people that do search for linguist and offer me job on LinkedIn, and it happens quite often. So I advise you to have LinkedIn. The number two thing is I advise you to have a professional linguistic page where you put your languages, like online resume or professional Facebook page. But even though I think that it's best to start with LinkedIn, and the second two thing that I always advise to have Indeed. I know in some companies in Eastern Europe or other countries, Indeed or LinkedIn, people are like, oh, it's not working. Well, believe it or not, it does work. You have to have it. It's important and it's going to bring you job. So the second thing that I advise you to do is to open a virtual resume on Indeed or any other kind of platform that you can have your resume. And I probably have mine. I'm talking Indeed, Pros, Translate, Interpreters Travel. There's so many. Some of them are specifically for linguists and some of them are not specifically for linguists. But what I do, I have my profile on Indeed and I speak 5 languages. So on the Indeed bar, you can add the language job that you want to know about. So hello guys on Instagram, thank you for being here. So the moment that you add your languages, you can make alert. And I have put specific alert when a certain company offer, for example, or search for Bulgarian interpreter that pays more than X amount, I will receive immediately notification. To be honest with you, I receive emails from Indeed, I believe twice or 3 times a week, quite every morning, I would say. with the most subject language jobs. So I have search specifics per language, let's say Bulgarian, Italian, Russian, Macedonian, whatever you speak, or Arabic if you want to. And then two, I just have a language job search because some of the company doesn't specify the language on the tag of the ad, but they look for all the languages. So you still can receive all the language jobs that are available there on the market, correct? So somebody asked about this. I'm gonna show you how I do this, and I'm gonna talk a little bit about how much, because last 2 weeks I've been really pissed because I see that some company wanna hire interpreters for 12, $15 an hour. And I want, if I spend my time here, and if you guys watching YouTube channel, I should tell you never, 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 never agree to work for this price. Why? There is different interpreters that have a different income. Why? Not because the job doesn't cost $30 an hour. It's because you're ready to sell yourself for 15. So do not sell. I beg you, don't sell yourself so cheap. I do provide mentoring as well. I am gonna make a special mentor class here for whoever subscribed to my channel. I'm gonna put one video a week. I do have the class. I teach privately this class, but I'm gonna offer it more like publicly. Do not sell yourself cheap because to speak few languages is hard and you should know how much your job costs. So please guys, don't take less than $30. I don't care what languages do you speak, even if it's Russian. I'm not available to work for less than $30 for Russian, and Russian is not my mother tongue. I know there is many Russian girls that are not so like professionally driven. You still deserve this $30, even if you're not like, I don't know, super intelligent or anything like that. Just have in mind that what you do, it's worthy, and I don't want you to sell yourself cheap. And when you see this type of jobs, do not even bother to respond. To be honest with you, some of this company contact you will try to grill you, and I have filmed a video for one company that I provide services for right now, and they insisted that I should work for $18. And the recruiter was so aggressive that the moment that I detached from her from the phone, from the interview, I was like, I'm not ever talking to this company again. How dare you guys? Like, I have 2 masters. I understand I have 3 masters and I should put it over here. The truth is that this is only linguistic certification on this wall. I should put it, but the truth is, even if you don't have a master, if you just speak fluently 2 languages, you deserve $30, okay? So there is people professionally trained how to grill you and put you down and convince you that everybody else work for $18 and be shocked and amused and exercise psychological pressure on you in order to make you sign a contract for $18. I studied those techniques because I have a master in business management, marketing. I know all these techniques that the recruiters will apply on me before they even do the interview. So I should make an interview to train you how to get ready for the interview and how to stay still, because you gotta stay still. You don't have to compromise. Don't sell yourself cheap. I'm so passionate about this thing that you guys get paid little, and I feel so hurt because I'm mentoring someone who also have this experience, and I'm happy that he's slowly getting out of it, and I'm happy to see that what I preach is working, is because that's what I do. But today we're gonna go ahead. Hello guys on Instagram. We're gonna continue and we're gonna talk about your comments. So said that about the job market, job interview. A lot of people try to take advantage of you because they say it's COVID. The truth is that the language market boomed during. Hi, Vasilam. So the language market here in Europe and anywhere else, additional to the medical calls, you have the COVID line. And the COVID lines are busy, guys. The emergency lines, the arrests are more. So good morning, I'm great, Vaseline. How are you doing? So don't sell yourself cheap. That's all I'm gonna say about working working as a linguist, working as an interpreter. So I'm talking about USA because I am located in United States of America, but I'm originally from Europe. I know the both market. I spent almost 12 years working as business to business simultaneous in Europe, and I'm here talking over the phone, medical 911, emergency, and so on. Let's start with your questions. I have printed it over here. The first question is Martian Rocket 2 days ago. He's talking about English Spanish video. Okay, let's talk about bilingual videos, guys. If you're a Spanish speaker, I'm talking also to you, Instagram. If you guys are Spanish speaker and you want to take a part as my guest in my Spanish channel, in my not Spanish channel, but I am planning to have a Spanish side of it. Please, please, please write me a comment below. I will be so grateful. I am ready to feel Spanish to film Spanish and Italian together and English. So I would I'm ready for that. So if you are a Spanish speaker and if you want to be here, please write me a comment below. I will be so happy. Also, I will tell you that those videos that we're going to film will help you understand how knowledgeable you are. And I will tell you, most of the interpreters that film videos with me find those terminology altogether pretty challenging, because to film those videos, it means that you gotta know all the terminology already, which I don't know all the time. 2 or 3 words sometimes I forget. So it's a good repass for you. It's a good training. It's a good that you're gonna share your knowledge and help other people in the future. Okay, so we're talking about the Spanish bilingual video that I filmed with Rosa a few months ago, and this is comment. This video is very informative and educational despite some relative mistakes. Okay, so I want to say something about these videos. Every person and every interpreter have their own culture and knowledge, and they have their own desire to interpret or to make it perfect. You know what I mean? And I know that anytime that I watch my own videos where I interpret, I'm like, oh my gosh, I could have used another word. And this is true. But the truth is that when you work, you don't have time to be perfect. You just have to, meaning for meaning is the rule. So as long as you transfer the meaning on the target language, you should not feel bad about it, okay? Okay, thank you, Martian Rocket 1. Ivana Solo is talking about the same video. Finishing my training. Someone knows which company are hiring. I'm gonna be working for Language Line Solution, but I would like to know other options. Thanks. Okay, guys, whoever is working as a medical interpreter freelancer, I repeat it over and over again. Never ever stick with one client only. Never do this because they're gonna grill you. I had this experience with Siricom and it's terrible. It's terrifying. Recently, very recently, I have this experience with United Language. I'm gonna make a video for them and what they try to do and why I decided to disconnect the line despite that the payment was good. There is not, so you gotta remember that not everything is money, and your self-respect and self-worth are more valuable than $30, $40, even a little bit more an hour. If somebody's paying you $40, but they're trying to put you down, telling you that you're a terrible interpreter and they're ashamed of you, I will tell you better disconnect. You are worthy. Trust me, you're worthy. And if you were not, they wouldn't spend time to put you down and try to put your payment down. So once again, I was working. Let me share a story here for you. I was working for this company, United Language, which I just disconnect 2 weeks ago. I worked for them 3 years, and I will tell you, when you start to work for a new client, any new client, 99% of them, if it's a rare language, they don't have it developed, which means the line is not developed. They hire me normally because I'm very educated, and they make me develop the line, which means that every call that comes is gonna get to me. In the beginning, there are few calls, two, three, four, five, just very few, right? And slowly, slowly, if you do good job, you grow the line. This company, when I started working for them about almost 4 years ago, they have 10 minutes a day, maybe 15. 20 if it's we're lucky, Slowly, after 4 years of me busting my ass, I developed this line, and they have 8 hours of calls, one after another, for the same client, UK government. Adding to the normal calls, it adds also the line of COVID. And just because I did such an excellent job, they use me every day. They use only me. I know the customer care service. I know every person's voice. They recognize me. They knew me. They were laughing. When we have problem, we were able to stick there and solve it. So with the client in UK, I didn't have no problems. But the intermediate company that was here in USA got real avid. Is this guy? His name, I believe, is Ali Hassan. That's the company I'm talking about. His name is Ali Hassan. He got really avid because I was doing good money on this line, and he actually wanted to cut my payment to $20 an hour. And I was pressured. I would tell you, I received quite a lot of calls pressuring me to take this $20 an hour, which I completely denied, which happened in January this year. And I was very sure that they would just find the excuse to cut the line immediately. Because I said, absolutely not. They continue calling me and pressuring me, and I hang up the phone and I said, no. So once I did this, I was like, okay, now they're gonna disconnect somehow. I was expecting this to happen immediately in January, but the truth is that they couldn't find anyone that was so educated, and I could see they're still looking for Bulgarian interpreter. So if you do speak Bulgarian language, you can work for ULG. Do not sell yourself cheap. I repeat again. So what happened is that they keep pressuring me from January until the beginning of the May, where we actually disconnect. And how they do this, I will make a video for that. But I decided to disconnect instead of arguing with them and wish them all the best. Because what they do right now, they find the three cheap interpreters that they put to work there, but they still wanted to keep me when this interpreter mess up and I had to fix it for them. I'm like, I'm not playing this game. You guys crazy. You think I'm gonna sit there on the line hours waiting for you to get problematic calls to transfer them to me? Completely cut the line, and I'm very, very, very happy with that. So when somebody try to put you down and tell you that your job is bad, after you see the result of your job after a few years, value yourself. You gonna find someone that will appreciate what you do, and I did right away, honestly. uh I'm gonna make a video about them, honestly. But so do not sell yourself cheap. Yes, United Language are hiring. There's so many company hiring. You can review this video from the beginning. I was talking how I search for job, but also you can go on Google and put the language that you speak, and see job, or what, put it in English, because they don't put it in the target language. So let's say you speak Arabic, you should say Arabic language jobs. And there's so many that will come out. I'm telling you, there are thousands of it. Thousands. Okay. Okay, scheduled telephonic. Okay, I used to have this challenge with Siracom. I will give you another tip here, guys. If you work as a medical interpreter and some of those company contact you and tell you, we want to book you, we want to make an appointment with you, we want you to be available, I will tell you something about the telephone bookings and in-person booking rules that I apply in order not to waste my time, because sometimes it's not worth it to be booked for 1 hour, and I will tell you why. Okay, so I have similar problem with another client who actually pay me. They pay me to wait for a client. The truth is that when you get booked, 99% of the time, if some company get a booking, let's say for Spanish language, and they want you for 3 hours, they get paid for you. They get paid for you waiting 1 hour, let's say, or 30 minutes. Whatever the contract you guys have with this company per hour, they get paid 3 times more. So let's say a company call and say, hi, I want to book you for Spanish. And I'm like, yeah, I'm so happy. Are you available? Yes, I'm available. Most of the company will ask you to wait there for free. That used to happen to me a lot. Cheers for whoever is having their coffee. Good morning to you guys. So Kiracom will book me for entire period of 6 years. And the time that I log off to wait for the client, they will transfer the call to the first available interpreter. So if you work for Ciracom, do not waste your time waiting for a client. Do not take book calls because they don't pay you to wait. Why you do this? Hoping 6 years they book me and the client never show up, not even one time. Do not, if you work for Ciracom International, do not take a pre-scheduled calls. It's a wasting of time. That's been my experience and I shared it with you. If you work for them, I hope your experience is different. I have another client that book me and they pay me 30 minutes wait, but they want me to enter 15 minutes before to log off and 15 minutes after to log off. So in the end of the day, they pay you for 30 minutes waiting, but you're there 45 minutes. So, said that, I will tell you, I set a rule for myself, and I'm following this rule like a rock. And if you want to be respected, and if you want your time to be worth, and if you want other people to respect, you gotta respect your time. Don't sell yourself cheap. If somebody want to book you online, I'm talking about telephonic interpreting, I am not gonna sit there for free. Rule number one, do not wait for free. You can get calls. There is no guarantee that the call will come. This is the trick, and this is completely legal trick. So why wait for no money? For what? Because you're beautiful and kind? Give me some money because I need them if you're so kind. But the truth is that your time is valuable. Your minutes are valuable. And if you have a company that is not paying you to book you, don't deal with them. I will tell you, I have a client, I'm not going to give the name, but a few weeks ago, they booked me for a call, which they pay me to wait 30 minutes. I waited, nobody called. I disconnected and I started working with another client when suddenly, while I was online, they called me and say, "Hi, we're calling you for your pre-scheduled call." And I'm sorry, excuse me, guys, the pre-schedule was 1 hour ago. And I was thinking, shall I take it or shall I not take it? Because I already waited for this pre-scheduled call. Now I lose 45 minutes. Now you want me to take this call and you just want to pay me for. If you made a mistake, you got to pay for it, right? So I request them to pay for the first time that I waited 45 minutes and whatever time I'm going to spend talking on this call. The truth is that they didn't respond to me. And I said, "Oh, you guys smart? Okay." They keep contacting me. "Oh, we need Italian, Bulgarian." They send me like multiple emails. They want to book me. And I'm like, "I'm sorry, guys. You forget to answer me about the previous calls. You didn't fix that. I am not gonna take no booking calls from you." And the truth is, the reason that I'm so cool to do this is because I have 10 clients. Yes, you should have more than one client and you should sell yourself to different people for different prices. And I work first for the person who pays me the most. Then is this company that I told, they pay me pretty good money, but for some reason I don't like them because of how they are. They're kind of disrespectful. I want to say a word, but I'm not gonna say it because we are live. But you understand what I'm talking about. So have multiple clients, and I receive job offers every morning on my device, which is right there is charging. I receive job offers every morning, and I keep them. I check every morning, and if I see somebody that pays something interesting, I will immediately apply, even though I don't need it. I'm gonna sell myself to the person who pays me the most right here and right now. Don't settle like a lady's comfortable in the corner waiting to be appreciated by these companies that takes advantage of you. Because they wouldn't. Sadly, they wouldn't, because people here in America are crazy for money. And you gotta be realistical and you gotta swim in that ocean with all that kind of fishes, right? This is not some fantasy fairy tale where you look these movies and they suddenly race you and they I mean, honestly, for Siricom, they raised me 1 cent. I'm not gonna go there, but I want you to know, guys, don't be such a. I want you to be grateful, and I don't want you to be avid, but I want you to be realistic. And the truth is that every company that hires you earn twice or three times more than what you do from what you do. So I do also hire interpreters, and I will tell you, if I like an interpreter, I'm gonna choose to pay them more and earn less. And when I say that, if I have a project for 50 languages like I did a few months ago, I hired people to translate different languages. The single mothers, I want to pay more. Yeah, maybe she's not such a great interpreter, so brilliant. I want to pay her more. I will also cover the PayPal fees and stuff like that. Not because I have to, because I choose to. And if you get at it like some of this Indonesian or Pakistan guy, I said that I would pay $20 and I sent 25, and he complained on that, and he said, well, there was some fees that they deduct from this amount, and he tried to make me guilt trip me when I pay him three times more than what the job costs already. We gotta be like, we're talking about how to be a better and charge better money in interpreting and linguistic. That's it's the topic. So I know how much the work costs, I know much how I pay you, and I know I pay good to whoever I pay. So be realistic. But when I was talking about, make sure that you, for one, oh my goodness, I worked for Siricom for 1 year for $14.50 per hour. Oh my goodness, I want to try medical judicial interpreting because I heard it pays more. What is the next step after Siricom? Oh my goodness, Momo Magic, thank you for sharing your experience. First of all, guys, you probably know who is Siricom. Thank you for being here. Thank you for watching. No, 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 no. Never, ever agree to work for less than $30. I provide packet where I train people for this, but I don't want to still do it because I'm super busy and I'm not ready to launch it all for you guys. But I will tell you, this is, you gotta think like this. When you go to work, you gotta think like this. If you're a person who has zero education, is born and speak only English, and the basic payment is no, okay, no. Let's talk about money, guys. I see you guys discuss where is the money, who pays more, what costs more. Let's talk about the best payment. Best payment is simultaneous business. This is where I was. This is where I want to be. Simultaneous business interpreting, it's a lot of money. And when I mean a lot, I mean really a lot. I'm talking between $800 and $2,000 a day. A day. You hear me well. But I don't know if any one of you has ever worked as simultaneous. It's really, really challenging. I work as simultaneous for 12 years in business to business only, which include court, which include chemical, industrial, any strange fields that you can imagine, and I learn a lot. So this is the most paid one. If you're located here in America, it's going to be very hard for you to find business deals. The second most paid here is legal. And I'm talking legal in person, not legal over the phone, because they try to charge you less over the phone. So, legal in person, if you are certified and you work directly for the court, hmm, there is a legal, I think it's 250 for 2 hours, 450 for half day, and 800 if you ate something, if you're certified with court. And I think the Spanish language can do that for federal courts. The exam is available in Spanish, okay? So I would advise you to check that one. Also, this is simultaneous in court, eh? Have in mind. I also have these ones. I just do this one, and once I disconnect from this live, I'm gonna study for simultaneous Russian interpreting. 190 or 160 words per minute. It's really fast, and you need a lot of vocabulary. And trust me, if you wanna do Spanish, or if you just wanna do start from somewhere, I will advise you this company, Soci. This is what I'm training for. The procedures are background check, drug test. It's long. It's 2 years now that I'm testing. There is a pre-testing for 120 word a minute simultaneous. You gotta have a successful score, and then they train you. And they train me for the 6 languages that I speak, and I'm training in the last one right now, which is Russian. Once you finish the training, there is a lab. You finish the lab, and after the lab, there is a test. It's about 1 hour. It's hard. It's hard, but trust me, you can do it. But medical, let's go to medical. So talk about money. We're going down to medical. Medical in person and medical virtual or over the phone. So medical in person, most of the companies tend to pay you $30, $35. I charge more because I don't want to waste my time. And the rule is 2 hours of minimum, and you pay me for my mileage, 50 cents per mile. So I get money when I drive, because the truth is you cannot drive 3 hours and drive it for free. And also sometimes you can cancel if you don't want to do it, right? So 2 hours of minimum. I set my minimum goal, and I think if I don't stay at home and I don't work at home, I do a lot more on the phone, to be honest with you. But I will advise you, do not sell yourself for less than $35, especially if you have a certification, CCHI, and you have one master. The company is Sam C Charlie, Sam I Igloo, SCSI. And they also provide training for money. If you want to get trained, they have different classes there. If you want to do legal, if you want to be independent from company and do legal for the court, for federal court, you should go to the gov.us.com, something like that, and look how to get certified federal court interpreter exam. The exam is available, I believe, in Spanish. So I think you said you were Spanish speaking, so you can find their information. There is a lot of books, and there is a test. There is test in English, and there is test in the other languages. You're welcome. So, and we're back talking about the money. We talk about the legal. Now we're talking about the medical. So medical in person, this is how the prices go. Driving to a job, even if it's 1 hour, you're going to lose at least 2 hours. So my rule is you pay me 2 hours of minimum plus the gas. Sometimes I stay 4. You don't know, right? But the truth is that it makes sense that you have this rule, and you see if it's gonna make you earn money. For me, I work from home and I'm pretty busy from home. I don't need to go to the hospital, but I like to change. So sometimes I go, even if it's not like financially. It's just fun for me. I would like to drive, change, see new faces. Why not? Because I'm all day alone. So for me, at one point, it's not about the money. I'm just gonna do it for the game, right? But you gotta think like a businessman. So the medical, if you're certified, I am certified. I have the 40 hours and the national certification. So if you want to take money as medical, you gotta have at least this one, which is just in one language. And this is the 40 hours of a medical training. And they test you. I have the stat, but I don't have it here. I gotta print it, sorry, but it's another thing to do. So you gotta do a medical, it's called something like a medical stat. It's over the phone, 1 hour, and it costs between $100 and $180, depend on the language. It's a test. You can do this test to prove that you're good, and they will give you the score. And you can show it to whoever it's working, whoever hires you, and tell them, okay, I want $35 because I'm that good, right? Said that medical over the phone, as we were talking, you see somebody's taking 14.50, somebody's taking 50, somebody's taking the person that I'm coaching is taking 18. But they do not only medical, they tell you it's mainly medical over the phone, but you do legal, you do court. So some of these companies will just tell you it's medical, but they will sell you. They will do the background check once they hire you, and then they will sell you for a higher prices, and they will resell you businesses. So just have this in mind. So over the phone, honestly, for me, the button, I believe it's 65 cents. But I have 3 master degrees and all the certifications and trainings. And all of them, they test me in 2 languages, whatever the languages they're hiring me for. Said that, I would advise you, do not work less for less than $30 an hour, which I believe it's 55 cents per minute. Don't waste your time. I will tell you, because the people that hire you, they take 90, 100, 120, 200 from your job. $30 an hour, it's not a crazy amount of money to request. But you gotta own these $30. You cannot ask $30 and be 20 minutes late for work every day, or do something on the phone. You know what I mean? So, for example, I just had a call yesterday that somebody denied service to a mother because she didn't speak English, and they wanted me to interpret that. I immediately disconnected. I am not gonna break the best protocols. I'm just gonna release myself from this situation. And there would be probably interpreters that work for $14. They would just interpret that. But I know that it's against the rules. So you gotta know the boundaries of your role. And then video remote interpreting, you should charge more, at least $15 more. Let's say you over the phone you take 30. Make sure you take at least 45 for video remote, because you gotta look beautiful. You gotta put a shirt, you gotta put makeup, you gotta put perfume, you gotta fix your beards for a man. And I do have a training, I repeat, which I am gonna probably launch soon, how to get more money and how you should look, how you should act, how you should behave to be more valuable and to feel worthy and to feel like you deserve it. So this is about the Sitcom, the low payments. Don't agree to little money, guys. Let's go for makeup. Please help. I want to become medical interpreter here in the USA. What do I need? What kind of certificate or what else for my resume? Help. Thank you already. Makeup. Okay, number one, there is a video in this rubric on my YouTube channel. Whoever is watching on Instagram, there is a video called How to Build Your Resume. I was working as a linguist part-time in Europe, business to business, on trade fairs only. And I was working also part-time as a recruiter for the same trade fairs, because I was not able to do the whole job on myself, on my own. So there is this video that I made, like probably one of the first videos that I did, and it's talking about what a recruiter will look for and what is going to make your resume to be dropped off before they even read it. So check this one out. Medical interpreter, you can start very easily for Siricom. I'm telling you. But don't sell yourself cheap, $30 an hour, please. That somebody with Spanish language. Pakize Kwasimova, thank you for your useful more videos about interpretation. Please, sure thing, more to come. Okay, this is another video for interpreting, guys. Also, somebody requested me to create a video about COVID. I'm gonna disconnect from this live. I have the COVID consent forms here. I do COVID calls. I prepared 3 videos that are talking about vaccination procedures in America. They do similar in Europe. The scripts are very similar. I'm just going to include what is this like to interpret for COVID. And you would probably, this is going to be one of the things that you would use in the future, the COVID scripts. I mean, honestly, they are, if you get a COVID call and for vaccination, like I got one for Walmart, they start to do it in Walmart, most of the pharmacy, and you need to do one of these calls. It's about an hour and a half, and you're gonna find the script information over here. I'm gonna record this video today after I finish with this live. So stay tuned. You're gonna hear about the COVID. Not taking secret. Okay. Andre Chong. I would love to watch a multilinguistic video. You were talking about it. In fact, this video is quite helpful. Okay, multilingual, please, please, please. I know you guys watching me on Instagram, and I can see some people here on YouTube. If you speak Spanish, please, please be my guest. If you don't have money, I am willing to pay some money. Having in mind that you should know these videos, I'm gonna send you the vocabulary, but the truth is that you should know them already. And I don't need them translated. I can do it on Google myself. I speak some bad Spanish myself. I just want you to come and share your knowledge and experience on my YouTube channel, and share how would you interpret that, and so on, like Rosa did for this bilingual Spanish video. Please don't grill her. Every interpreter have a right to paraphrase or interpret the way they find best based on their culture, because there is many different, I would call it slangs of Spanish, but variations of Spanish. Like we have a British English, Australian English, and so on. Then we have Francisco Gonzalez. Thank you for the video. It was very helpful. Thank you. We're talking about the English-Spanish video again. Please, if you're Spanish speaking, give me a comment below. I would love you to be my guest. Then we have Lilia C. 1 month ago. You're super smart. Thank you, Lilia. Okay, I want to share something with you about being smart, guys, because I know I mentored this person and I could tell that he was feeling pretty intimidated about how many languages that I speak or whatsoever. I could see he's nervous and so on, so on, so on. I want to share this with you because I want you to understand that I was not born smart, and I'm not just like, oh, I'm so smart, thank you. No, the smart, it's not something that exists for me. Honestly, when I was at school, I was a bad student. I could barely pass. Yeah, I was very good. I could memorize things, but that was not fun for me. Also, when I was about 13 or 14, my father wanted to put me in this, my stepfather, in this so-called like for people that are slow, basically. There was other reasons, not that I was slow, but just because he had other very sick motivations. But the truth is that I was not a brilliant student. I have never been. And honestly, I was treating myself as a stupid person for a very long time of my life. And I felt like I was not good enough. Like I was not like all other people. They could speak so like articulate. I don't know how to pronounce this word, but you understand. They would able to express their thoughts in such an educated way, and when they sit and I was like, oh, where is this person? This was like another planet for me. And I started reading. I read quite a lot of books, and I started going to school, and I started learning for myself. And to speak a language, you don't need more than 400 words, believe it or not. So um, I don't think being smart, it's something that you cannot achieve. I think it's just when you decide that you don't want to be fooled anymore, and you don't want to be take advantage of you, like mom of $14 for speaking. The minimum payment is 15. For people have zero education that are wash dishes. If I work as a server, I will take $90 an hour. Like seriously, guys. So do not sell yourself cheap. So talking about being smart, smart is just hard work. Smart is persistency every day. And this is what I'm calling smart is when you do want something, to sit and search it and Google it and see how more successful people do it. And I don't mean myself. You can search. There is way more successful people that have companies that have millions, which some of them I would mention here, the translation, are very avid and crazy for money. And I wouldn't work for them, even though they would offer you okay money. It's because I don't want to have this vibe of this desperation to milk you. I want to be okay, and I want whoever deal with me to be okay, do business with me to be okay. And the truth is that I remember one time I do still have this client. I had the impression that they book me for phone interpreting. And I called the clinic and I did interpret for about 30 minutes, which during procedure we find out that they prefer to have someone in person. And we agreed to schedule the next week. And so I refused to take money. Why? Because I should have been there in person. And I say to company, I'm apologizing. I did not represent you up to my standards. And this is why I'm not going to take money for that. So you guys have to see the ladder of your values and see how much, what is important for you. Is it $1 more or is it somebody that will treat you with respect? And for me, respect is more important than $1 more. And yes, I'm willing to do some jobs for free because I'm happy I can do it for free. And I feel successful that I can provide my services to abuse centers and so on and so on. So said that, we're done with our live. Thank you for being here, whoever is watching me. I can read your comment. I'm located Vasalam. I'm located in Denver. Thank you for the tips. Networking. Now we're talking about realistic. Thank you, Mesmo. Medical pay less than court. Depends. Depends. I will tell you, medical is more easy than court because simultaneous is pretty hard. And if you guys think about numbers, do you think about your brain? Do you love yourself? Do you respect like a break? For example, with Russian, the truth, why I didn't like I prefer to switch, to get a break to my brain. You cannot do simultaneous all the time. You gotta understand that your brain is burning when you do simul. I respect myself, and I think the only reason that I'm able to be good is because I'm able to cut it off. I know when my brain needs break, and I respect that. You respect your brain. Don't be like, oh, I need this. Money comes and goes. Money is instrument, yes. Just have multiple clients. What are the top languages in interpreting? Curious. Any language is top. Honestly, depends where is your field. You can depends. Like there is a lot of companies that have Chinese and Spanish and Cambodian and French and German. If you depends. Any language could be the top for interpreting. Depends which where you have clients, which is the field. So I cannot say, but there is most common languages that are used every day. I would say like Spanish, like big country, like Chinese, like French, like Russian, like you understand me, correct? So like Portuguese or all Brazilian, all think about it, right? What are the okay? Hello, what's the name again? It's called the name of the company is S Sam C Charlie S Sam C Charlie S Sam I Igloo. And thanks for your tips. Is French in demand in the USA? Sunny, yes, French is a language that is used not only in USA, but I would say in Canada, and you don't have to be present to do French. I know French and German are one of the languages that have a lot of call volume, including Spanish, Chinese, Russian, any of these big in Japanese. Yeah. So said that, I think this is it for from me from today. Thank you for taking. I was not able. I was talking too much, but thank you for having coffee with me. Thank you. I appreciate Mobo Magic. I am so grateful that you share here your experience. Really, I appreciate, guys. I know a lot of interpreters want to pretend that they take this crazy money, which is not true. I would work for $30 still. I am not crazy for money. Do not sell yourself for less than $30. Your job costs more. If you have a master degree, feel comfortable to ask more. And if they say no, it's a no. Nothing to lose, right? Thank you, Momo. I appreciate when honest people come. I wish I can give you more information. Maybe you want to be my guest and I can give you some free coaching on the side. If you're interested, I am passionate to give you something more for free because this company take advantage of you and I want you to grow and I want you to understand that you're worthy. And just because they were being assholes to me for so long, I just want to train you guys to fight for what is yours. Momo Magic, please write me your email below. I would be happy and honored to have you as my guest. I don't know if it's Spanish or if it's Arabic. I don't know. Momo is like Moroccan, maybe. It doesn't matter to me. I would love to make a few videos with you, and I will give you free coaching in return. If you're interested, please write me a comment below. Thank you for being here. Thank you for liking, sharing, subscribing to my channel, and thank you for being in this chat this morning today with me. I appreciate that, and have a good day. Bye bye.